Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel where I dive deep into influencer culture and call influencers out for their crappy behaviors. Today we're going to be diving into the angel tree drama. I have quite a few opinions on this, and it seems to have the internet somewhat divided, where people are siding with the drama queen who didn't want to spend any money on the kid that she chose to donate to, and others saying that she was completely and totally out of line. So we're going to talk about it. Let's go, guys. Okay, so for those of you that don't know what the Angel Tree is, it's a program that Target puts on every year for kids in need. And it's a tree and there's little tags, and you go up and you choose a tag and it says the kid's needs and wishes on it. Now, this one woman went viral recently for going and doing an angel tree haul, and certainly went viral for all the wrong reasons. Now, I'm sure some of you have already heard this story. It has been trending for a little while now. But for those who haven't heard, we're going to take a look at her original TikTok. And basically, she picked up a girl tag and a boy tag, and she was just super judgmental towards the little girl, which, like, imagine being judgmental towards a child in need. First off, and then also was super excited and giddy about the boy. And she made some comments and they just left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. Now, as a family who has fallen on hard times this year, we've had a really rough year. Our car has broken down multiple times. We have a move forced upon us in an economy that is absolutely horrific, and have had to ask for help this year for Christmas. I couldn't imagine on the other end, someone judging as harshly as this woman did, and just, it's her tone, it's her attitude and everything. And sure, she still went and did the thing, but she half-assed it. And allegedly, she didn't even end up turning in the gifts that she bought, which is a whole nother level of disgustingness. Now, I will say allegedly for that because I just saw it in a couple comments, and this girl has changed her name on TikTok and also deleted all of her videos or privated all of her videos. And she has quite a few followers on TikTok. So obviously she couldn't handle the backlash, and who knows, this could have all just been for rage bait, or she's just not a very nice person. So this woman, under the tag name It's Cookie Dough, which has now been changed to Be the Change You Want to See, which is really ironic given why you were canceled, but okay, go off, queen, I guess. So she goes on and adopts children off of this angel tree and immediately says that, oh, there's a $30 spending limit, so we're gonna only spend $30. Now, she also makes it clear that this was not her idea. This was her husband's idea, and he encouraged her to vlog about it, which she's a content creator. So this is gonna get you views. Donating to Angel Tree, being an actual good giving person is going to get you the views. And we've seen a couple clout goblins jump on the trend, like James Charles, for example, posting his own Angel Tree gifting experience. Now, in my opinion, this is clout queen behavior. This is how rich people should be spending their money. People like James Charles giving back to kids in need, abso-freaking-lutely. But he's jumping on it for the views and the trending, right? But instead, what this woman did was go on, act so bothered and annoyed, and just her tone and attitude the whole time. And not only that, but she states repeatedly that she's a boy mom, so going down the Barbie aisle is like entering onto a different stratosphere, for God's sakes. God forbid. Right? So let's take a look at the original video that she posted doing the angel tree shopping. And I will say that I have had to download her videos from other creators on TikTok because obviously she's privated her account, everything's deleted, she's changed her name, the whole 9 yards, because backlash, right? Okay. So here's the original video of her shopping for the angel tree. Now, like I said, just take note of her tone and her just like flippant attitude, because it's like, it's really just in poor taste. But when you see her response video, you'll see what people are really up in arms about.
Adopted two little Christmas angels, so let's go shopping. We're gonna do a little girl first because obviously I've never shopped for a girl, so let's find some Barbies. As you can tell, she gave us a hefty list, so let's see what we can do. They said to spend at least $30, so we're gonna aim for $30. So she definitely wants to
So there you go. Right off the bat, they said to spend at least $30. So we're going to aim for $30. Why bother doing this at all? And also, the point of contention that a lot of people have is, why did you choose that one there? That was full. You could have chosen another little kid. And her justification for that is, well, you know, if nobody chose it, then she'd be getting nothing and she should just be grateful for what she got. That's coming in the response video. Sorry to jump the gun and spoiler alert a little bit, but like, it's just, ugh, it's so gross. And again, like I said, as someone who's had to ask for help this year for Christmas, just imagining the person on the other end who chose to help out in this capacity, being like this and acting like this and saying these things, like, that's the guilt that people who are in poverty feel. That's the guilt that people feel, and that keeps people from asking for help. It's people like this. And the thing is nobody's forcing you to do this. Nobody is told you have to go do an angel tree. You have to go choose this many kids. You have to choose a boy and a girl. Like, nobody is forcing you to do this. You're doing this and you're going to get paid out of the views that you're going to get for this, because it's going to go viral. Now, she went viral for the wrong reasons, obviously, but at least do it with a smile on your face and don't act like a raging beesh.
Barbie doll, but my thing is, I don't know what ethnicity she is. I don't know her skin color, so I really don't know what kind of doll to get her. Yeah.
What is Baby Live? What is Sparkle Brown? What is Baby Live shampoo? Like, this aisle is nothing but Barbies. I don't know what.
We're boy parents. Found the Baby Alive, everybody. And that's the whole budget. So I bet you this is like the off-brand of Baby Alive, because the packaging is almost identical and the dolls are almost identical. But I don't know how she feels about on-brand, off-brand.
Those eyes look crazy.
Look at those.
Yep, you're getting me in my sleep.
Okay, so she doesn't want a Baby Alive doll. She wants Baby Alive shampoo, and I cannot find that anywhere, so.
They got food and diapers, and then powdered doll food.
Okay, so she did ask for just a baby doll, so I think we should just go the baby doll route, because we'll be able to get her at least a few items.
Perfect start, Carter.
Alright, so I think we're gonna go with this one because
It covers like 3 ethnicities.
it's only $10. Yeah, you don't know what ethnicity she is, so she's fine.
I don't understand why they keep focusing on that. Like, I think I get, no, I don't understand. That's the second or third time that they've mentioned her ethnicity and not knowing what her ethnicity is and stuff like that. And it's just like, I don't know. It's really gross. It's really gross.
And it has underpants and a headband outfit and pacifier, so. And it's only $10, so we're gonna do this and get her some more stuff. So as I'm reading this, it's a lot of stuff that you really have to like look for and know what the heck you're looking for. Like it says, Baby Life shampoos.
Oh my gosh, imagine putting in an ounce of effort when you're doing a charitable donation for someone and actually looking. Whoa, imagine.
Snuggle Sophia, Barbie Dreamtopia, Mermaid Chelsea doll, like, I don't, twirling aerial toy. I don't even know, I feel bad, but I think we should just do the baby doll route. I mean, that's simple, right?
Yep,
right?
You're so right.
Right. All right, you guys, I genuinely think we should do this with the stroller and the little, like, doll carrier. What do you guys think? What do you think?
Yep.
I think so. It's $34. Call it a day.
You about broke the show.
Girl, guys? Girl? Yeah, let's check it out. That's a good idea. And then what about this Carter? Should we get this for a little girl? No. She likes baby dolls. What are you saying?
Something.
Alright, baby girl's done. Let's go. To the boy. My specialty. Pookie Pookie, can I see that so I can put it in the buggy? Thank you. What we're doing is we're donating toys to kids who don't have a Christmas. So what are we doing, Luke?
Getting kids for they can have toys for Christmas.
Amen. There you go. Okay, so Jordan looked up the Snuggle Sophia Sparkle Brown, and he said that's exactly what she wants. So he's thinking we should just get that, call it a day. And I was thinking we should get all of that, but I don't know. What do you want to do? You signed up for it. All right, that's it. She's gonna get one present to open on Christmas. This is Chelsea right here, so it's probably that little girl. I don't know. These are. Oh, right here, Club Chelsea, maybe. Right here, Jordan.
Mermaid Chelsea doll.
Oh, damn. She's so specific. That's what Jordan, I was like, you just made me do all that thinking and problem solving just for you to go and pick out your toys. So I was like, you know what, just do the boy. Okay, so let's start with Sophia Sparkle.
She wants Snuggle Sophia.
Yeah, go ahead, you figure it out. We're also getting this for Carter for Christmas. This is like his big present right there. This is like a funny example between men and women and boys and girls. This little boy only put remote control, car, skateboard, soccer ball, lettuce. Like literally 4 items.
And shaming a kid. Shaming a little girl for asking for her wants and wishes for Christmas. It honestly, like, that comment, it breaks my heart. And it's like, I don't even have words for it. Like, I'm trying not to cry right now, honestly, because it's like, what the fuck? As if you're sitting there being like, look, the little boy only asked for 4 things, but like the little girl asked for a bunch of, like, it's such out of touch behavior. It's out of touch thinking, honestly, and very, very privileged thinking. These kids get nothing throughout the year. This is the one time of year that they get to ask for things that they actually want, that they have been craving and desiring all year. And for you to sit there and judge her because she had a couple extra accessories on her list is just the lowest of the low. For doing something that you signed up for or your husband signed up for. If this is how your attitude was going to be, if you didn't want to do it this bad, you shouldn't have gone. You shouldn't have filmed it. You shouldn't have posted it. For clout, to get paid.
The rest of that girl's page is like covered up. So he's gonna be very easy to shop for. I feel like we should do what, remote control car? Okay. Okay. What? Isn't that the biggest, coolest monster truck ever?
Yeah.
Carter's obsessed with like extra large vehicles.
Mom, look at this, Mom.
Oh my gosh, I love that. That is so cool. All right, so here remote control cars are about $35 minimum. So I think we're gonna wait and hold off on that and go to Walmart because I feel like we can get more for the little boy instead of just like one toy. I just feel so bad opening one toy.
I just feel so bad about getting one toy for the little boy, but we've succumbed to the fact that, you know what, okay, fine, that's what we're going to go for. She's getting one toy for Christmas, and you showed no remorse, no feeling bad, no nothing for that little girl. Toxic boy moms on display right here, right now. It's actually unhinged.
This one toy's better than no toys. Okay, we went to a different section and they have this, so I think we're going to get this for the little boy.
Yeah.
This is for the little boy. Carter goes, oh. I'm gonna see how much they are, and Daddy's gonna decide.
Mom, pick me up.
Please? Carter, look at this big old crane. You like that? You want that for Christmas? $12. Oh, perfect. All right, guys, we can get this. We can get this for you guys.
No, I want that.
What? You just said you did.
I know. Pick me up.
What'd you say? $10. There you go. Look at that. We adopted 2 little Christmas angels, so let's go shopping. We're gonna get a little girl.
So that was the original video, and then I have her response video here. Where'd it go? She did kind of 2 responses in a sense. And then I found a couple other videos from a couple other creators who have either experienced, like been on the bad receiving end of an angel tree donation, which is just, it's actually horrific to hear those stories said out loud. And then I have a couple other creators who have just rebutted it and been like, listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda.
Not your place. So here is her response video after she started getting a ton of backlash for her poor attitude during the shopping video.
I got so many comments about this saying, don't put the tag back. If you can't buy everything with back, okay, first of all, you'll need to go watch Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas again and figure out the true meaning of Christmas. Let's get that straight, okay? And second,
imagine feeling so entitled that you feel like it's your place to teach other people's children in need, children who are poor, living in the poverty line or along the poverty line or under the poverty line, that it's your job to teach them the true meaning of Christmas. Okay.
it is so funny when I see people come on TikTok, come on videos in general, and jump to conclusions. So let me just post something real quick on my greens. Okay, what do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3 items, all that were on that little girl's list, okay? Wait a second, hold on, I got something better. Look at the date. Picked up November 10th. Today's November 12th. I posted that video last night. So, that's embarrassing for you guys. People who are going out of their way to help other people who can't do something for their kids, let's not judge them. How about that? Let's not critique them. And especially, let's not critique if you're not doing it as well. So, I hope that every single one of your angels that you guys said negatively about my own angels make out better than the 3 toys that I got.
Okay, to be clear, nobody said anything negatively about your angels. They said a lot of negative stuff about your attitude. Just throwing it out there.
Got her and the remote control car and the soccer ball and whatever else he got because I told him, I said, you're gonna finish it's just because you're the one who signed up for it. And I literally said in the video, I was like, I just picked out 3 items for this little girl. You said you didn't want to get those, so I was like, you figure it out. Sure enough.
Because you picked out 3 items that weren't on her list. You picked the no-name off-brand stuff because it was cheaper instead of spending $5 more and getting her the thing that she wanted. Again, if you can't afford it, don't pick it up. Or if you don't want to afford it. Or if you want to just stay at the $30 spending cap, then just pick one that looks like you can make that cap. Like, it's just,
He did. November 10th. Today's the 12th. So, like, guys, first of all, if these kids are truly in as much need as you guys are saying that they are, they would be grateful for anything. They're like, they probably get off-brand stuff all the time. This is their one time out of the year to get stuff. Okay, that's great. At the end of the day, they're gonna be grateful for whatever they have, and if they're not, that's on them and their upbringing. Like, you can't. I grew up poor. Have y'all had the electric turned off? Okay? Have you had to brush your teeth with a gallon of water? I know what it's like to grow up poor. Okay?
So you think you'd have a little bit more compassion for people who need to sign up for Angel Tree and those children. You would think growing up poor would give you a little bit more empathy and compassion and realize probably how deserving these children are and how often they are left out or they go without.
Let's just be kind this Christmas. And if you
just be kind, take your own advice. That was the most unkind video that I've watched in a long time.
Guys, I literally watched a video of a girl who saw her angel parent post the stuff she bought her child for the angel tree and just bashed her. And I was reading the comments and people were like, this is why I don't do angel trees, because they ask for stuff that I can't even buy my own kids. And it's like, don't even say like, leave it for the people who can buy stuff.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so that was her response. Oh my gosh. She is so just nasty. She is so nasty. Then we have another response where she's basically asking people to not jump down her throat. Not, you see something on TikTok and you band together and then it's crazy. Okay, so let's just take a look at what she has to say. This is obviously a green screen stitch with another creator.
3, and they were all on the list to the specifications. Because I even showed the video to Jordan. I said, you figure it out. Because you signed up for this, and this is a lot. You figure it out. Okay? And let this be a lesson to you guys. Like, quit jumping the gun on social media. Oh my Lanta. Like, you guys are so quick to attack and judge. But I did the $30 minimum, $25 before tax. But
she didn't even do the $30 minimum. $25 before tax. Yeah, I feel you, Brittany. Sip tea with Brittany, everybody, right here.
maybe you guys can be the example and do more. If me getting negative reviews, negative comments because I'm donating, that's on y'all. That's not on me. I did my part. Jesus knows.
So we didn't just get this one update, we actually had 2 updates, and she didn't just double down, she tripled and quadrupled down, and this is the update. Basically went on to say that she didn't even want to do this charity, that it was her husband's choice, and that's why in the video she got overwhelmed and just told him to do it because she wanted to donate to animals. That was her charity of choice, which she said that all the profits from the video were supposed to go to her charity for animals, and she was so excited that her videos were doing so well because that's a huge lump of money that could be going to animal shelters.
Right. A huge lump of money. Her videos were doing so well, huge lump of money, and she couldn't even spend more than $25 frickin' dollars to give a child a nice Christmas. Something that she signed up for. I don't care if your husband forced you to do it. I don't care. You had the money. You could have given this kid what she wanted. It just unhinged.
Now, I'll be the first to say that I think animals also need charity. I think that animals also need help. But I am going to be the one to say that it is sickening when people discuss animals as if they are superior to young children. I'm always going to defend children over animals. I know that there are a ton of people who love animals and they would prefer that be their charity of choice, and there's nothing wrong with it. But this woman does not realize or it's not like landing the way she thinks it is by saying she's just going to go and donate to a charity for animals because she received the backlash she did over the way that she's talking about literal children. I think people are forgetting that these children think that they are telling Santa. They think that they are asking for a wish list, for a miracle to show up on Christmas morning. And this woman is basically making it a life lesson. Like, well, anything's better than nothing. She went on to say in this video that she actually didn't even spend $30. She spent $25 and it was $30 after tax. So anyways, like I said, doubles, triples, quadruples down, people continuing to be like, no, not your job to teach these children a lesson. This was a choice. This was a choice she made.
Exactly.
She could have easily chosen the one child, the boy specifically, and he asked for 4 items, and for $60-ish, he probably could have gotten all 4 items. I just do not even understand. Anyway, this woman could not take the heat. And what do you know? She starts deleting all of her videos, which obviously she didn't delete it because you can still see the likes. They are just privated. And she changed her name, deleted all of her videos outside of paid partnerships, and changed her name to Be the Change You Wish to See.
And even the paid partnerships are down unless she's posted them back up, because I checked last night, and it was blank.
Again, girl. This is like the 5th time you're just doubling down on this entire situation when you could be like, man, guys, you've really made me reflect and this is horrible and I should be listening to the majority of you. She also added a new profile picture that said, even if you just change one life, you've changed the world forever.
Oh my God.
What kind of complex is this? Anyway, that's the update.
Know.
We probably won't be hearing any more from her. Sounds like she's going to go on a, hiatus of just keeping quiet and trying to hide behind.
Could you imagine a huge TikTok creator who makes like a ton of money on TikTok? She had 28 million likes or something like that, getting canceled right before Christmas, right before all that revenue is about to come in. And like losing all of her, wow, yikes.
And her new screen name telling people that
Karma.
We should be the change. What's so crazy to me is her reposts are also just her justifying her actions. She keeps saying like, you should go out and do it. You should be the one donating. You trying to say that majority of people aren't helping and you should be the one being applauded for taking 2 tags off of that tree for children that you were only willing to give $25 to is crazy work.
Agreed. Okay, so now that was basically like her third response. I don't even know. She just kept doubling down. And like I said, I heard or saw that she didn't even submit the gifts. Now, I don't know where that rumor started. I don't even know if it's true. It's totally speculation, alleged, whole 9 yards. But if that's the case, if you went through all this trouble and then got canceled and then were so butthurt that you didn't even bother to submit the toys, that's disgusting. That's honestly so... I don't even know. Now, here's a woman who had a really terrible angel tree experience as a child. And obviously, there's a huge difference between this woman's experience and the kids only getting 1 or 2 gifts, brand new, yada, yada, yada. But I like the way she presented this, and she really goes in to explain just how gut-wrenching it was as a child to receive what she received.
My horrific angel tree experience as a child, it was honestly awful. And I saw that one girl's video who like did the less than bare minimum, and it just made me think about what happened to me. One Christmas we were doing awful, so my mom is like, of course we're gonna have to put you guys on angel tree. I didn't believe in Santa Claus. I knew what angel tree was, but I was super excited because I'm like, oh, thank God we're actually gonna have a Christmas. I'm gonna get a present. And I really needed necessities at that moment. I needed a coat to stay warm. I needed like warm shoes because mine were completely worn down. I think all I had was slippers and like really worn down shoes, so that was not gonna work for the winter. And then I also needed some warm pants. So I was pretty basic on my list. I gave my size and I gave what I needed. But anyway, I'm like so excited because I'm like, like waiting for someone to pick it and like I get to have a Christmas. And finally Christmas comes around and I get this ginormous box. It was huge. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Like I remember I was almost in tears because I got something for Christmas. And I open the box and I get hit with the strongest smell of cat piss. And I mean, it was so strong. I was like, oh, maybe it's just the box that smells. I'm a little scared to dig in the box because it smells so bad, but I dig in the box and there's this big fluffy coat. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got a coat, it's so pretty. And then I look at it further and it is full of shit. I mean, like there's cat hair all over it. It definitely smells like cat piss and it's full of stains. So it's like someone just grabbed it out of the dumpster and gave it to me. Like they were gonna just throw it away, but they're like, oh, angel tree, yeah, I feel like I'm a good person for doing this. So the next thing I got was a scarf. and it smelled just as bad. I got a pair of gloves.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine only putting necessities down on your list and getting piss-filled stuff? Could you I can't imagine. And I can't imagine picking up an angel tree tag and being like, yeah, this kid only asked for boots and warm clothes. I'm gonna give her some piss-filled stuff. Like, what the ultimate, like, that is the ultimate fuck you to a poor, innocent child who's up on hard times.
Barely even gloves. They stunk. They are those really thin ones that aren't going to do anything. And at this point, I'm in tears because I am just like so heartbroken and so like losing faith in humanity. Last but not least, I got a pair of shoes that were completely worn down to the brim. I'm talking, there was almost like the sole was almost coming off. And again, they were absolutely fucking filthy. I was crying so hard for so long because I got my hopes up and someone gave me so much less than the bare minimum. And I absolutely lost my faith in people when I was a kid. I mean, I had a very fragile heart at that point and I had no faith in anyone. I'm like, this is what I deserve, I guess. Like, whatever. So when I saw that video of that lady doing less than the bare minimum, it literally broke my heart. That girl obviously has something a little better than what I got, but it shouldn't have to be a little better than what I got. What I got was awful. So if you cannot afford or you don't want to get these kids what they asked for, then don't fucking pick their name. It is ridiculous. You are hurting them so badly. These kids never get anything all year round. This is their one time for someone to get them something nice. And you pick it and you treat them like shit and like basically say, oh, this is what you're worth. And it's not cool. So please don't pick a name if you can't afford it or if you do not want to do it.
It honestly, it breaks my heart. Like that girl said, obviously her experience was horrific, but these other kids shouldn't just be getting just above or like less than because of someone's poor attitude, because someone didn't actually want to do this, because it wasn't their idea. It's obviously hitting closer to home for me this year because we're struggling, because we're going through a hard time. And I know how hard it is to ask for help. And I was struggling with it. I have been struggling with it. And it's just to see people act like this, to see it really destroys your faith in humanity. You know, it just takes a couple notches off of that. And I don't understand why someone would not only take Christmas to try and teach other children who are suffering, a life lesson, but why would you, I don't understand any of this. And I don't understand how she thought that she wasn't going to get backlash, how she didn't expect that her attitude was going to get backlash during this, because it's just the most entitled, out of touch thing. And for her to sit there and be like, I was poor growing up, I know what it's like, but do you actually? Because I'm starting to not really believe that, you know? There's one other video that I saw that I want to share with you guys. This girl has some really awesome rebuttals and stuff like that, and just she lays it home. So I want to watch this last one with you, and then I think I see it because
Critique if you're not doing it as well.
Hey, so this was me October 24th.
Everything that I make on this app to buy an angel tree. I want to buy the entire angel tree.
I thought we've established that. Maybe I can speak some reason to you. You said animals didn't ask to be here. I would rather give them my money. That's wild. The great thing about angel trees, you don't have to do them. They're really coming for you, filming yourself, so obviously not wanting to do it. I will give you some grace on that because I'm filming it too. My vlogs are how I'm affording to do it. And since I asked people to watch them so that I can make a difference, I didn't want them to think I was talking out the side of my neck, you know? That being
yeah, so that's a really good point too. It's like I said with James Charles, he's filming it for content, right? But that content is what's giving him the funding to be able to buy these angels their wish list, right? And that's the thing, is like nobody's coming at you for filming it and for making content out of it. They're coming at you for your piss poor attitude. Unhinged. And she even stated that her videos were doing so well so she can give a huge chunk of money to an animal shelter, yet couldn't even spend the $30 minimum to give this child a nice Christmas that she chose to do. She chose to do it. Regardless of if it was her husband's idea or not, she still agreed to do it and chose to film it and monetize it on the internet. I'm so glad she got so much backlash and deleted her stuff.
These kids think they are writing to Santa. Santa. They don't know that some random adult is shopping for them. Of course, they are writing a list full of wishes. And I know you did not judge a little girl for being specific to Santa. The man needs to remember every kid's Christmas wish list. She was being helpful. Just because they say to spend at least $30.
She was being helpful. I love that. That's why I wanted to show this. This girl's funny. She's good. Her tag is that coy chick. She's very coy.
Doesn't mean a max of $30, and it damn sure does not mean $25 plus tax. If you don't know what a baby alive is, Google it. I did. I'm not even a parent, so your excuse of being a boy parent is weird. I feel like the reason that most people are upset is because of your shitty here damn attitude. Girl, we can tell that you didn't want to do it, and that's fine, but just don't. What really sealed it for me though, I guess she gets one toy to open up, but then turn around and say in the same video, I'm gonna go to Walmart for the boy because I would feel so bad if he only had one present to open up. What? Don't want to comment on how many times you brought up her ethnicity because she clearly asked for a brown doll, and I think you just wanted that out there. And I am among the people that think if you can't afford everything on that kid's wish list, to pick a different wish list. This is probably the only Christmas that they are going to get, and by choosing to help, you're being part of the magic of Christmas. So be damn magical. Thinking it's your job to teach them a lesson in gratitude is wild. Almost as wild as judging their parents for asking for help, saying I would be on a foot website to buy my kids Christmas presents. Know that you did not mean how dare you ask for help, you should do sex work instead. I know that that is not how you meant it. And I get that the internet is full of people with opinions, and it's easy to be loud about an opinion behind your keyboard. But when almost 1 million people have the same opinion, maybe time to reflect. I've never seen you before. For sure don't know who I am. So maybe you just rage bait people and you're fooling us all. You're really like buying out angel trees with the money you're making from this rage bait. I don't know. If that's not the case, please listen to the people in your comments saying that they were an angel tree kid and that one year their brother got 17 presents and they got a coloring book. Don't be the reason some little girl doesn't believe in Christmas. Don't be the reason that some little girl feels like she is less than a man because she watched her brothers get cooler presents. Don't be that person.
Literally though. Literally though. So yeah, overall, just a disgusting display of behavior, so out of touch and out of line, and people are outraged by it. Now, there are a lot of people who are criticizing some of the wish lists and what's on the wish lists and saying like, why are you asking for tablets and remote control cars and all this really expensive things? Well, they're children. Children are gonna ask for things that they want. And another creator that I saw had a really good point that poor kids and rich kids get fed the same advertisement. They get fed the same flyers, the same things. So it's not shocking that they're going to ask for those trending toys, those toys that the rich kids are getting, those toys that they could never imagine ever receiving because their parents are up on hard times. And to sit there and be so entitled and judge parents for asking for help and, like that woman said, and telling them they should go do sex work instead is just entitled and out of touch. That's the only thing I can. And now at this point, I'm just repeating myself. Again, this hit close to home and it's just such disgusting behavior. But I'll keep an eye out and I'll see if there's anything else that happens with the angel tree and all of that stuff. But yeah. Clout Goblins getting canceled right before their Christmas bonuses come in is karma at its finest, and I am totally okay with that karma. You know, karma that is deserved. Karma that doesn't hurt anyone, other than, I guess, financially at this point, but that is good karma to receive if you are going to have such a piss poor attitude towards a charitable donation that you chose to partake in. Then you deserve the backlash and cancellation because of it. But also that girl made a good point about her potentially being a rage baiter, because I did see a video where she was giving her son whole grapes, like her toddler son, you know, one of the biggest choking hazards, and basically saying like, I guess I'm the only mom on TikTok that gives her kid whole grapes. Like, so either she's a rage baiter or she's just plain stupid. Who knows which one, but that's what I have for you for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe before you head out. I would very much appreciate it. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful, fantastic, amazing day wherever you are in the world. I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.